Hi guys, today for Reader's Workshop, we're going to be looking at a book called Animal Adaptations. And we can get a little sneak peek of the cover here. I can see that we're going to learn about some adaptations of snakes maybe. I see a big old snake. And it says, investigate various animal adaptations. So that's going to give me a little look into what this book might be about. So first let's look at the heading, ways to live. And right now I want you to ask yourself, why do authors use headings? Can you answer that question? Why do authors use headings? Now, if you said to get their reader ready for what this passage is going to be about, you would be correct. Ways to live tells me that the rest of the information that I'm going to read under this section is going to be about ways to live. Adaptations is in bold, so I think I'm going to find it in the glossary. Adaptations help animals survive. Some animals have colors that help them hide. Can you find the insect? Do you see it? That's pretty crazy, that insect. Looks just like the leaf, doesn't it? Let me move my face here. Big eyes help owls hunt at night. Adaptations are ways animals have changed over many years. Adaptations include changes to animal bodies and actions. Stinky spray drives away skunk enemies. Okay, so one adaptation that the skunk has is that they can put off an odor to scare away their enemies. That helps them to survive. Adaptations help animals to survive. Okay, this heading says, how do I look? So what does that tell me? That tells me that this section is going to be about the way that these animals look, probably about the way they look helps them to survive. Some adaptations change how animals look. Gills allow fish to breathe underwater. Here's an example of a gill, and it looks like those two words are in bold, so they're going to be in the glossary. Turtles have shells for protection. So again, remember what the heading was? It was, how do I look? So this is about the way that the way that animals look help them to have adaptations that help them to survive. So this shell helps them to survive because it protects them. Frogs' webbed feet help them swim. That's another way that the way they look helps them to survive. Okay, heading. How do I act? So remember what headings do? Headings get you ready to read about what this is going to be about. It's like a sneak peek of what I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out in here how the way animals act helps them to survive. So it looks like I'm going to find out about this rattlesnake. Other adaptations change how animals act. Rattlesnakes shake their noisy tails to warn enemies. Here's that rattler's tail. Yikes, you don't want to run into one of those. Lemurs use their tails for balance. Okay, look at that. Chimpanzees use sticks to gather ants and termites. And he's using a big stick to dig down and get the bugs he needs to eat that help him to survive. One animal can have many adaptations to help it survive. So a horse has strong legs for running and long tails to shoo away flies. All right, and at the back we have the glossary. Remember what the glossary is for. The glossary is where the bold words go. If the author thinks, my reader might not know what this word means, I'm going to put it in the glossary with a definition. And our index shows us that if we want to read about gills, we could go to page 8 and 9. If we want to read about frogs, we go to page 12. If we want to read about tails, we could go to 14, 16, or 21. All right, boys and girls, that's the end of animal adaptations. I hope you spent some time thinking about nonfiction text features.